from the historic Hoosier Gym in Knightstown, Indiana. It's the 21st annual Hoosiers Reunion All-Star Classic. And after the girls did their thing, it's the boys' turn here in game number 2, pitting the Hickory Huskers against the Terhune Tigers from Knightstown. Today's game brought to us by Andrew Prince Realty. Andrew Prince is here to help at princerealty.com. By Coca-Cola of Kokomo, North Central Indiana's Coca-Cola bottler since 1907. By the Ed Martin Automotive Group, the only name you need to know. By Hoops in Henry, take your shot in Henry County. By 9-Star Connect, Indiana's fastest internet, who knew? And by Unranked Hoops, Indy's first Euro-style basketball academy. Check out unrnkd.com to learn more. We'll step out for the anthem and come right back.
Seth Goodeman lays out and makes an amazing catch.
Come on, Alley Cat fans, on your feet, make some noise. Wave your flags in the air.
And again, the Alley Cats with the defensive stand.
Big throw into space. Bigger bid from Nick Betch. My goodness. Huge.
Our service area is actually East Central Indiana. They come to us because we have this unique ability to access specialty care. Our partnerships with St. Vincent Health and Heart Hospital. We have Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, the Mayo Clinic Care Network. We access their resources via the broadband network that we have through 9-Star Connect. It's really all about connectivity. We don't have connectivity except for 9-Star Connect.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
If your son or daughter is into hoops, you need to know Unranked. Unranked is Indy's first Euro Academy. Real training, real development from the best trainers and coaches. Visit Unranked at unrnkd.com. Unranked, a Nike grassroots basketball program.
Today's national anthem for our boys game in this Hoosiers Reunion All-Star Classic. We welcome you in. Rob Brown alongside Pete Smith. Happy you're spending part of your Saturday with us. And Pete, we've got 11 Indiana All-Stars taking part in this game. The best of the best in this class of 2026 in Indiana high school basketball. It should be a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun. It's nice to be with you here, Rob, and the ISC team. Yes, the only two that are not here that are going to be playing for the Indiana All-Stars are Anthony Fresh, the Charleston Pirate, is not playing, along with Cameron Webster from Lawrence North. So otherwise, you've got the best seniors in the state, and a lot of these seniors that didn't make the All-Star game are in the Indiana All-Star team, I should say, to play against Kentucky, are in this game, and you're going to see them showcase their abilities and talents.
Well, the Terhune team being introduced. Our starting 5 today for Terhune: Corbin Hamill from Kokomo High School, Terrence Hayes Jr. from Gary Gary 21st Century, Brady Klopfenstein from Terre Haute North, Brady Scholl from Northridge, and Noah Smith from Plainfield as the rest of the group being introduced.
Terhune's going to have the size advantage over, I think, strength inside. Guard play probably favors a little bit Hickory. That's why we play the game, to see if I'm right or wrong. But as you see that, Brady Scholl, outstanding player for Scott Radiker at Northridge High School, headed to Indiana Wesleyan next year. And then a kid that just really had a great senior year, Noah Smith. And you see the injured young man there. We'll mention him now because we won't see him playing. That's just Sean Ladd from Ben Davis. He just recommitted to the College of Charleston from his original commitment of Akron, that being because John Gross, the head coach at Akron, has now taken the College of Charleston job and took Deshaun Ladd with you. And that's saying quite a lot, because it's a little bit bigger stepper up in the MAC, And Jashawn is a very, very good player playing at Ben Davis this past season.
Yeah, that's a great point. As the Coastal Athletic Conference a little bit stiffer than the MAC. Now let's take a look at the Hickory squad being introduced. The Hickory starting five will be represented by Barron Walker from Noblesville High School, Nick Shrewsbury from South Bend St. Joseph's, who will go play for his dad Micah at Notre Dame, Luke Ertl, Mr. Basketball from Mount Vernon High School, who's going to go play at Purdue, Brennan Miller from Lawrence North, and Dane Caldwell from Silver Creek. Both these teams having 10 available, and you mentioned there's Luke Ertl, number 10, Mr. Basketball. I think it was pretty much over the back half of the season, Pete, assumed that Luke Ertl, barring the unforeseen, was going to be Mr. Basketball this year.
Well, I think, correct me because I'm not going to say the exact stat right, but I think he got 98% of the votes in the state of Indiana. That is overwhelmingly a landslide. And not because these other guys aren't good, but what he did with the players around him to win so many games over his high school career, I just think really made a big impression there.
And, of course, the cherry on the sundae for Ertl was leading the Mount Vernon Marauders to the Class 4A state championship.
That was
last month.
Quite a comeback, down 8 at halftime, around 10 or 8 or 10. I did the game, I should remember, but and just came out that second half and controlled the game. He did play very good first half, but the second half, like always, he seems to like to really shine. And if it takes an assist, Luke Ertl made the assist. If it took a rebound, he'd make a rebound. And when he made baskets, when he needed to make baskets, he made baskets. He's the ultimate true combo point guard because he's a point guard that can score, but would rather pass first.
Well, Kent Benson from the Indiana 1976 undefeated team, former Indiana All-Star from Newcastle, presenting our officials with the game ball. Our officials today brought to us by Andrew Prince Realty. Whether it's buying, selling, renting, or even investing, when it comes to real estate, Andrew Prince with 21st Century Sheets is here to help. Call 317-883-7575 or online at princerealty.com. Our officials for this second game, Darren Wright, Mike Ward, and Jalen Jude.
That was Mike Ward with the basketball in the first frame that we saw. And again, always a big thanks to Andrew Prince. No officials, no game, Rob.
That's correct.
I'm saying that positively. Do a great job. And it's really neat that they get to do this game here at Hickory.
And we had a ceremonial lay-in by Jay-Sean Ladd, who, as we mentioned, unable to play. He's going to go down to both ends and lay one in. So we start with a 2-2 score.
And also from the standpoint, Justin Curry was on this Hickory squad from Noblesville, headed to Valparaiso University, that is out with injury. I remember seeing that injury. I was calling it in the sectional that night and just was, or in the regular season game, actually.
Yeah, it was in late January. Yeah, late January.
Yeah, it was in there. Noblesville's lost to Guerin Catholic. I knew it was there. I couldn't remember if I was calling or not. I was actually keeping the scorebook for Guerin Catholic that game.
So our coaches today, as you see Jay-Sean Ladd having a conversation, our coaches today, Joe Bradburn, coaching the Hickory squad from Mount Vernon High School, assisted by Drew Fountain and Gabe Rose. Joe down at the end of the bench with the program rolled up in his hand there. You get a look at Joe. Been a lot of different places. And,
well, go ahead.
After 27 seasons to finally get that state championship, it's got to be a great feeling.
Joe has paid his dues. He's went to a lot of places, as you mentioned. I think I first coached against Joe when he was at Yorktown High School and as head coach, and just done a wonderful job. A graduate of Wapahani High School, and just has been to a lot of schools and done very well at all of them. And for some reason, sometimes he's left the school to try another venture, and I think Mount Vernon was a pretty good venture, especially when you have a Luke Ertl on your squad.
And Drew Schaus, the coach of Terhune from Kokomo High School. And you get a look at Drew in the middle, and what an experience for Drew today, coaching alongside his brother. That's his brother Matt to the left, who's the head coach at Columbia City, and Drew's father Matt, who was
Rick.
Rick, excuse me. Drew's brother Rick, Drew's father Rick, who was the coach at Centerville. And both Drew and Matt played for their dad Rick at Centerville. So the Schaus family coaching the Terhune squad today.
Yeah, very, very cool. And especially, Drew getting to coach his own, both of them are getting to coach their own players. Landon Richmond played at Columbia City for Matt, and then Drew getting to coach Corbin Hamill, one of his Kokomo Wildcats.
So we're set to go here for this game 2 in our Hoosiers Reunion All-Star Classic. Dane Caldwell and Noah Smith to jump it up. We'll play 4 10-minute quarters. Thought we were going to play the college rules and play 2 20-minute halves, but we'll play 4 10-minute quarters. Go from there. The pass knocked off the end line.
Yeah, Brady Scholl made just a baseline cut. Real quick there, Terrence Hayes Jr. thought he could slide a pass in there, deflected.
Kloppenstein.
As a coach and college coach, it's always interested to see who wants to take the first shot in an all-star game like that. Hayes, the one that takes it. Hayes, I'm not saying he was snubbed off the all-star team. He was a really close one. I actually had him in my picks on the all-star team. Takes the first shot of the game, almost thinking maybe he's got something to prove here in this game. Takes the first shot, grabs the first defensive rebound in the game also.
Hamill played by Walker.
Hamill still undecided on college. Started at New Haven High School and transferred his sophomore year to Kokomo.
Smith's turnaround is long. Shrewsbury's got the rebound. Shrewsbury, a big-time long-range shooter. Missed that one from out front.
Big-time athlete, too. I bet you he has a couple dunks in this game because he's got some serious hops. Probably a rebound tip-in dunk, I'll predict also. Playing for Notre Dame next year for his father.
Hayes driving kick to Smith, who's double-teamed in the corner.
That's his shot right
Scholl
there.
on the
Brady Scholl.
baseline.
Yeah.
Missed it short. Brennan Miller from Lawrence North. Bulldogs his way to the rim, and Smith turns him away.
I had the opportunity to do a lot of games of Brennan Miller from Lawrence North, and his improvement from his freshman year to senior is just outstanding. Very hard worker and great young man.
Going to play at Southern Illinois, Edwardsville in the OVC. Screen roll not executed. Hayes on the run, puts it up and in. Terrence Hayes Jr. gets the first points on the board. Fading is Miller, and the shot trickled off. Rebound inside, Walker fouled. And will shoot 2.
Baron Walker cleared 1,000 points on his last shot in the sectional when he finished his high school career. Had a great junior and senior season for Coach Scott McClellan at Noblesville High School and is headed to be a Butler Bulldog.
Coach McClellan is here today. I see
He is. He's on the baseline
sitting
behind
on the stage over there.
Hickory team, yeah. Great kid, Baron Walker.
Walker splits the pair. Both teams. And Noah Smith hits the 3.
Pick and pop. Nice assist there by Corbin Hamill. Good recognition. Saw how wide open he got. Smith drilled the 3.
Miller driving to the basket, tried to kick it in the corner, and the ball's thrown away.
You know, and this is a difference, Rob, when you're playing with guys you don't know. Typically, you'd see Cameron Webster in the corner if that's Lawrence North. You know, in that situation, you know, his baseline guy was Dane Caldwell, who plays a different style of offense there down at Silver Creek.
Pass errant, out of bounds.
It was the right idea, though, as I mentioned. Shrewsbury was serious hops.
Smith shot short. Miller with another rebound and showing that versatility that he can take it all the way to the other end. Caldwell fakes the 3, takes it to the rim, and a circus reverse. Oh, my. Dane Caldwell going into the bag of tricks. Ertl and Hayes really going at it. And Hayes missed the fader. Leaking out with Shrewsbury, but the pass by Walker too far.
Right idea. Again, and you've got a shortened floor here if you didn't know. It's not your typical distance high school. The high school floor is 84 by 50. Here at Hickory, the reason they can't play any technically any IHSA games here is because the floor's a little bit shorter when this gym was built.
Klopfenstein hits the three. His first bucket. Shrewsbury from way out. Smith has the rebound. Scholl out front. Three is short, and Shrewsbury brings it the other way. Miller, mid-range jumper, no good. Scholl executing the dribble handoff with Hayes, who takes his defender right to the rim.
And Scholl with a really nice screen. He made sure he squared up and didn't move on the screen. Not to say they probably called it an all-star game anyway, but you never know.
Miller can't save the errant shot, and it goes back to Terhune. Nearing the halfway mark of this first quarter. Each team with 10 players available. Hamill pull up from the foul line, rattles it home.
Saw him score a lot of buckets at Kokomo. ISC did several games over the years of the Kokomo Wildcats. Corbin can really score.
Walker tried to force a pass into a cutting Miller, and it's out of bounds. And the subs
line change
beginning to wander their way in. You mentioned Corbin Hamill, Pete, one of three undecided players in this game. Terrence Hayes Jr. and Brady Neal also still trying to find a home for next year's basketball.
Sometimes if you wait, you get that break where, particularly now with the new NIL days and the portal, who you think you may get at the last minute, you don't get, and maybe a high school senior, but it's really hurt the high school seniors getting opportunities to play at the divisional level that normally would. It really helps the Crossroad leagues because they're getting some great players, several in this game.
Well, a couple errant shots to start. We'll set the new lineups for you as 10 new faces on the floor. Blake Neal with the basketball. That's Gavin Keller from Hauser.
What a season the Jets have had this year. Program's been great.
Back cut is knocked free. Landon Richmond has the basketball. Pull up three by Hafner. Drew Hafner from Westfield is short. Braden Goff from Northview, number 6 in red. And the ball stolen by Hafner. Kick in the corner. Three by Mason Darrell is no good. It hits the guide wire up top. So the 5 on the floor for Terhune. Mason Darrell, who shot that three out there with Dikembe Shaw, number 13, his high school teammate from Crown Point. Landon Richmond. Kai McGrew, number 12, from Fishers out there in blue. And Drew Hafner from Westfield. Shaw bowling his way into the lane, got fouled, missed the shot. And Shaw shoots 2.
Boy, he had an outstanding game in the state championship game against Mount Vernon. Just didn't quite get enough. They had that lead and just didn't quite get enough. As you see the replay, there's the arm. And foul.
Take your shot in Henry County, basketball destinations and so much more. Find out more when you log on to hoopsinhenry.com. Shaw makes both free throws. It's a 11-point lead. Reverse layup up and in by Keaton Aldridge. Let's set the Hickory lineup for you. Aldridge from Cathedral grabs that rebound out there with Blake Neal from Bloomfield, Braden Goff from Northview. As Aldridge fouled from behind. Evan Harrell from Carmel, not mentioned him yet. He's number 13. And Gavin Miller from Hauser, number 11.
Keaton Aldridge is a point forward, as you see. Big, strong young man that plays forward but can play point guard. And right there, has a good spin move, reverse move, and a layup.
4 straight for Aldridge.
Whoa. As you would say, that's from the parking lot.
That long three by Hafner. And a steal by Shaw, our game's first dunk. First dunk of the game, and it won't be our last.
4 quick points for Shaw.
Rebound by McGrew, his first touch. Just committed to Ball State earlier in the week, did McGrew. McGrew pivoting, missed the shot, but drew the foul, hit the deck hard.
McGrew's an interesting case study, Robbie. Moved from Colorado to Lawrence North as a incoming sophomore. Remember, we did his first game on ISC.
Yes.
And saw a lot of raw talent, a lot of great dunks, but didn't see a lot yet of skill development as a sophomore. And really put in the time as a junior, had a great junior year at Lawrence North, and then realized, you know, I actually live in the Fishers district, and transfers back to Fishers for his senior year. And played for Coach Garrett Weiniger, who has left since then, headed out to Iowa. But Kai's skills have become real strong, and I think he's got a bright future at Ball State for the Cards.
McGrew split the free throws. Aldridge drove into traffic, kicks it back out, and the three is knocked in by Evan Harrell.
Headed to Bellarmine, Carmel Greyhound, really nice senior year.
Shaw for three, no good. Flying in, McGrew tried for the tip dunk.
Aldridge
and
got it, man.
McGrew was hit while airborne. Will shoot two more.
Coming from the weak side, no block out. You see Aldridge get him. Otherwise, he's going to bring the rim down there, Rob, if he doesn't get fouled there.
First free throw rattles out.
Yeah, to finish with McGrew real quick, Rob, he wasn't a great free throw shooter those first couple years, but as a senior at Fishers, he really stroked it really well from the line. He's had an outstanding senior year. 2 for 4 now at the line.
Rolls the second one good. Inside 3 minutes, first quarter. Aldridge faking, drawing the contact, got his own rebound, put it up over the rim against McGrew's contest. Last touch by Keller. I thought Shaw got it last, but it's Keller.
Gerald Mason did not score in the second half of that state championship game for Crown Point. Had a great first half. Bombs up the three and makes the three.
Mason Darrell with the three. His first points. Backing in Harrell. McGrew came over to help him block the shot. Out of bounds. Off of Hickory.
Yeah, good help by McGrew. Harrell took a long time on making that move. He knew he had the size advantage, but took too long and got the shot blocked.
Hafner in the corner to Shaw. Shaw fades and hits. That's a tough shot.
He can really create his own shot really well. He's got 6 points. Wouldn't surprise me if he's the game's leading scorer here when we get finished. He just can create so well.
Aldridge driving kick. Spot up three is off the mark by Neal. Shaw down the lane was fouled en route. And we'll shoot two more.
Love his game. Dikembe's going to the University of Illinois at Chicago. Originally. You know, you kind of say that nowadays, Rob, because you never know what's going to happen in 1 year.
Nope.
Back in the old days, hey, can't wait to see him develop as a player at whatever school they go to.
Well, Shaw shoots another. Ed Martin Automotive Group would like to congratulate Barron Walker and Justin Curry of Noblesville for being a part of today's Hoosier Gym Classic. When it comes to your next car, Ed Martin is the only name you need to know. Find out more at edmartin.com. Aldridge misses a finger roll at the other end. 14-point lead as we're inside 90 seconds to go. Shaw missed the free throw or the three-pointer. Aldridge another rebound.
Nice feed, look.
Cut down the baseline. The shot blocked by Shaw. Aldridge's shot is deflected. And Shaw on the move again. Shaw puts it up short, drew a lot of contact. Here comes Neal to the bucket. The lob to Harrell. He put it up and in. Rebounded by Goff. Aldridge, three, got it.
He's got such a versatile game. Steps out and knocks a 3 down.
His game reminds me so much of Julius Randle of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That's a great comparison. Yeah.
McGrew a long 2, foot on the line. Rebound controlled by Landon Richmond. Kick out to Darrell for 3. Mason Darrell, his second 3. And Aldridge another 3.
10 points for Keaton Aldridge.
Darrell a heave at the horn, and that'll do it. So that'll do it for the first period of play. Terhune with a 9-point advantage, 29-20. Entertaining back and forth in this first quarter. Second quarter is around the bend next on the ISC Sports Network.
What's in a name? What's in a name? Ed Martin Automotive Group, the only name you need to know.
If your son or daughter is into hoops, you need to know Unranked. Unranked is Indy's first Euro Academy. Real training, real development from the best trainers and coaches. Visit Unranked at unrnkd.com. Unranked, a Nike grassroots basketball program.
Rob Brown, Pete Smith back with you.
1931 and 32 sectional champs, the Hickory Huskers.
Yeah.
Some of their...
Yeah, I remember both of those.
Oh, gosh, I bet.
I read about them.
Your dad play against Hickory?
No. Ertl for 3. Got it.
You know, I was going to say, first quarter, Luke Ertl hasn't scored. His team's behind. Look for him to right away get a bucket up, and my gosh, that's why he's Mr. Basketball.
Fadeaway shot by Kloppenstein is short. And Hayes took the rebound away but couldn't finish it. Scholl flies in, missed the putback, got another rebound. Hamill, a tough contested shot from out front is missed. And Shrewsbury finally clears it away.
So we've got the group that started. If you just joined us, this is the group that started the game.
Pull up by Walker is off the front rim.
Each squad with 10 players.
Walker pass deflected. Miller bounce in low to Ertl. Out to Caldwell for 3, no good. Hayes from long range. Caldwell clears it away. Lob inside for Miller, had to recollect himself and able to put it in.
Not how you start, it's how you finish. Guys, offensive rebound and put it in. Nice front by Ertl.
Ertl on the overplay, lob ahead to Caldwell, and Caldwell had to veer away from the hoop to get it. Twisting back to the rim and lay it in.
He makes some extremely unique shots. His body is just amazing how he can shape it. I watched a semi-state game against Cathedral.
Hayes, no good. Shrewsbury's got the rebound. Hickory can tie with a bucket.
I think this is Ertl time, by the way.
Ertl ISO. Tried for the look away to Miller and pass a little bit too far ahead.
I think he thought he could get past Noah Smith, but then he drove into a little bit too much traffic and no parting of the sea there for him to get to the rim. So he made the pass and was out of bounds. Turnover.
Hayes looked for Scholl in the post, and the pass was off the angle and out of bounds.
It's the right idea. Brady Scholl had the mismatch of Baron Walker size-wise on the block. Hayes couldn't connect with him. 1-2-2 offense, typical all-star offense.
Shrewsbury's 3 is partially blocked, but it caroms out of bounds and will stay with Hickory. Caldwell, long 2, got it. Ooh, dang, Caldwell showing an array.
Headed to play for Chris Mooney, the old Princeton Tiger, now the head coach at the University of Richmond.
Hayes spinning, got in too deep. Now Miller on the run. The lob to Caldwell, and Smith was ready to steal it away. Back at the other end, Hayes is by himself, and he'll put it down.
Nice give up by Noah Smith in the All-Star game. Passes to the guy ahead of you.
Caldwell. Scholl was ready at the rim to turn him away. Good pass ahead to Hamill. And Hamill throws it down off the feed from Klopfenstein.
Pick and pop for Miller.
Ertl out top, Miller. Three is no good, and Scholl's got the rebound. Hayes lost the dribble in the lane.
Oh.
Great find and a cutting Scholl.
Secondary look, he looked him off, came back to him on the secondary look, and at the other end, Caldwell can really get down the floor. Got 8 points now, Dane Caldwell.
Caldwell runs so well for someone 6'10". Hamill, long range three. Collected by Walker, going the other way. Ertl from deep, too strong. And Klopfenstein has it. Klopfenstein tees it up, got it.
Second three of the game, Brady Klopfenstein. Header to Bellerman.
Walker gets it back to Caldwell. Fires it under to a cutting Miller, who lays it in. Great find.
Brennan saw the block wide open, made a cut there. Scholl didn't react quick enough.
Hayes bounce in the corner. Klopfenstein's three is too strong. Walker's got the push going the other way quickly. Down the lane, stripped on the way up by Hamill. And it stays with Hickory. That'll send the subs to the table.
Hey, how about that first game today in the girls' game? You and Kristen Hazley on the call.
109-104. Hickory.
Unbelievable comeback by Terhune.
Down 23 in the first quarter. First quarter down 23.
Wow.
Came back and tied it a couple times in the fourth, and Vanessa Rossworm with the three to break the tie with 25 seconds to go. Rossworm was our player of the game out of Norwell High School. Oh, McGrew fouled at the rim. That'll send the Hickory subs into the game.
Could Ertl get up here?
Gave that a challenge.
Yeah, I did challenge him. To make him earn it at the line. Kai's already been there 4 times in the game. Connected on 2.
So McGrew shoots 2. Coca-Cola of Kokomo is proud to congratulate Corbin Hamill of Kokomo for representing his school and the community in today's Hoosier Gym Classic, just as Coca-Cola of Kokomo is proud to keep Corbin's classmates hydrated in the classroom and his teammates hydrated on the court. For more, find out at cckokomo.com.
You know, Coca-Cola sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah, it does. Post up miss short.
Uh-oh. Again, a little difference in size of the court, Rob.
Yep.
And so you think you're making that pass a little bit longer. You've got a little bit more room, but he was going to be behind the backboard by the time he caught that. So
yeah, the room runs out very quickly here. Goff driving kick. Harrell to the corner. Down the lane, Landon make that Gavin Keller with the miss. Now Darrell to Shaw. Lays it in.
Nice
Crown Point teammates hooking up on that bucket.
Oh
Aldridge got an easy lane to the goal. Shaw, dump into McGrew. He spins off the glass and in with the left hand. That's a nice move.
To that point, he couldn't make that 2 years ago. He just didn't have that in his skill set yet. That just shows the improvement he's made as a high school player since moving from Colorado to Indiana.
Aldridge spins, steps by Shaw and lays it in. Keaton Aldridge leading all scorers with 14. Neal has the missed three going the other way for the Huskers. Aldridge, step back. Nope, too long.
I mentioned Terrence Hayes Jr. I think the other person that probably has a chip on their shoulder, maybe getting, not getting on the All-Star team thinking they should, is probably Keaton Aldridge. He had a great senior year for Cathedral, led them to the 3A state title. Their game against Dane Caldwell and Silver Creek in the semi-state was an incredible game. What a switch starting that fourth quarter. Keaton was battling cramps that game also and just kept drawing fouls and getting to the line. It was just an amazing victory for the Irish that game against who I thought was going to win the state, the Dragons of Silver Creek.
Errant pass out of bounds. Goes back to Terhune with a 7-point lead. Drew Hafner dribbles into a three that's short. And not only, Pete, you mentioned the passes ahead in transition that run out of room quickly. That sideline runs out of room quickly as well. There's about 1.5 feet. That might be generous between the sideline and the wall.
You may be generous there. Yeah.
Aldridge drew all sorts of contact. The ball squirts loose. Mason Darrell drive and kick. Hafner fouled at the foul line. Keaton Aldridge says, hey, how about the contact at the other end?
Well, Keaton does a wonderful job of getting to the rim and drawing contact. Sometimes he's got to play a little bit through contact, a little bit more, as you see. Drew Hafner taking a look at Keaton, and Keaton's pleading his case, as you mentioned. Drew Hafner played at Westfield High School. His dad, as many people know, was an Indiana All-Star at Noblesville. Went on to college, University of Illinois, and then transferred and had an unbelievable career at Evansville, University of Evansville, was an Indiana All-Star himself, and Drew headed to Abilene Christian University to play in Texas after this season. He makes 1 of 2 at the line.
Neal, extra pass in the corner, 3 by Keller is long. Mason Darrell, great diagonal find to Hafner, and the reverse layup to tuck it up and in. Back the other way.
Strong.
Gavin Keller attacking the 10.
Strong move for the Hauser Jet there, flying to the rim. Says Kai McGrew, I'm going to take it to the rim, and you're going to have to foul me, and I'm going to make the basket. Nice drive there.
Gavin Keller bound for Hanover next year.
John Miller's going to be a happy man getting him for the Panthers.
Free throw good. First points of the afternoon for Keller. 47-40 our score. McGrew, long 2 at the top. Got it.
Pick your poison. Stop the drive, okay. Make him shoot a tough shot, and he made it.
Inside Harrell off the feed from Aldridge.
Harrell at the other end, who was guarding McGrew that time, comes back and scores at the end there. He's got 7 now.
Shaw missed the 3. Goff down the lane. Great dump off to Neal. And Blake Neal, who finished his career 18th all-time in Indiana high school basketball scoring, gets his first 2. Mason Darrell, the third 3 of the game. For Mason Darrell, the point guard from Crown Point. And Aldridge at the other end, continuing to get to the rim. Shaw, who's been quiet in the quarter. Darrell, another 3 out top. That's off the front.
It's going to be Terhune ball. Oh, nope, it's going to be Hickory ball.
Last touch by McGrew.
McGrew and Harrell were talking to each other about it as they were walking down. I think it went off both their hands, but I'm going to say it was off McGrew.
52-46. Aldridge to the rim, put it up, put it in, and a foul. Wow.
If you have watched Cathedral High School play the last couple of years, particularly this year, that is a classic Keaton Aldridge drive as we take a look at the replay. Yeah, he's so good with his right hand, even though he is a left-handed player, left-handed shooter. He's just a really hard guy to stop. And a team of all guards right now, this Hickory squad pretty much, except Harrell and Neal. Neal can play a little bit of guard, but from that standpoint, and you've got Keaton Aldridge, the guy bringing the ball up, who's a power forward in high school basketball, but in college, his versatility will really show for the Titans of Detroit Mercy.
McGrew, no space on the turnaround. Now Darrell calls for the screen. Darrell from way out. And all by himself to put it in is Landon Richmond. Left alone was Landon Richmond.
Gets his first basket. Columbia City Eagle.
Aldridge dribbled into traffic. Flips it up and just improvises and scores.
I love how you say flips it up, Rob, because that's what it looks like Keaton Aldridge. That's a block.
Whoa! All sorts of bodies.
Oh, he
at the
got a
deck
charge.
and a charge
All right.
call.
Boy, I thought he was falling before the contact was made. Mike Ward on the call. Mike, I'm not disagreeing with you. I didn't see the contact made. I thought the block was going to be called because I thought the defender was falling down before.
Take another look.
Almost brought him down.
Yeah, almost
with
pulled
his
him a little
arms.
bit. Yeah. Well, I would not have won a bet if we'd see a charge in an All-Star game, but Keaton Aldridge drawing one. Goff into the paint, fakes to create space, missed the 8-footer. Shaw to the other end. Got loose with the dribble, but Richmond's there to help. Hafner from way out.
Great range by Drew. He's got 6 in the second quarter.
And the heave at the other end is just short. That'll do it. So Hickory outscores Terhune 31-28 in the second quarter. Terhune with a 6-point lead as we head to the break. Stay tuned. We're back with halftime activities from Hoosier Gym next on the ISC Sports Network.
We are really heavily involved in the community, so there are multiple different volunteer opportunities that we can go and do.
Volunteer time to share their time and talents with organizations that need not only monetary assistance, but just people's time to help those organizations grow and thrive.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
If your son or daughter is into hoops, you need to know Unranked. Unranked is Indy's first Euro Academy. Real training, real development from the best trainers and coaches. Visit Unranked at unrnkd.com. Unranked, a Nike grassroots basketball program.
Rob Brown, Pete Smith back with you here at the historic Hoosier Gym in Knightstown, Indiana. Boys game in this Hoosiers Reunion All-Star Classic, and the Terhune Tigers leading the Hickory Huskers 57-51. Let's take a look at how the first half unfolded. Terhune has led throughout, led 29-20 after one, but Hickory with a 31-28 advantage in quarter number 2. Pete, your general impressions of what we saw in the first half?
Well, it wasn't a pretty flow of a game. You and I mentioned off the air, not as many three-pointers as there was in the girls' contest. I think part of it is, again, the dimensions of the court and spacing, the tightness. They're not getting open looks, and the threes that have been taken have been very, very deep. We just saw Drew Hafner in that second half with a really, really deep one. But a good game. Both teams are playing hard. I'll tell you, they're running down the floor hard. Overall, the passing's been pretty good. The turnovers have been because they've tried to make the extra pass, not just, bad passes, but they've seen mismatches in the post and had bad angles or some spot ups on fast breaks where players think, okay, my teammate usually is in this deep corner. Their program, the guy goes to the opposite elbow instead of the deep corner. So, just learning how to play with everybody. It's been a really good game and a fun day here in Knightstown.
Well, Keaton Aldridge of Cathedral and the Hickory Huskers leads all scorers with 21. Mason Darrell and Dikembe Shaw, the Crown Point duo, the Class 4A runners-up, lead the Terhune Tigers with 9 apiece. Take our first break here on the halftime show. When we come back, we'll have more from Knightstown after this on the ISC Sports Network.
What's in a name? What's in a name? Ed Martin Automotive Group, the only name you need to know.
If your son or daughter is into hoops, you need to know Unranked. Unranked is Indy's first Euro Academy. Real training, real development from the best trainers and coaches. Visit Unranked at unrnkd.com. Unranked, a Nike grassroots basketball program.
Now let's take a look at some first half highlights of this boys version of the All-Star Classic. Dane Caldwell had a couple acrobatic shots. Terrence Hayes Jr. early being aggressive for the Terhune Tigers. But Keaton Aldridge of Cathedral leading the all scorers with 21 points. Dikembe Shaw, co-leader for Terhune, hitting that bucket in transition. Then a kick-out three by Evan Harrell. But Aldridge, again, leading the way, hitting a couple step-back threes and getting the rim in his classic fashion. There's another acrobatic twisting shot by Caldwell. Corbin Hamill with one of our 4 dunks in the first half out of Kokomo. Kai McGrew was active in the paint as well. There's more vintage Keaton Aldridge driving at the rim, doing his work in the paint as he does. And a deep three by Westfield's Drew Hafner right before halftime to close out the scoring. There's the 1952 state champion, Hickory Huskers, the fictional Hoosiers, filmed in this gym that opened in December of 1921. Take another break here from Knightstown. We come back, we'll take you up to the start of the third quarter as Terhune leads it at the break, 57-51 on the ISC Sports Network.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is good.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my
goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Lynn's way.
Wrestler! Whoa!
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey and Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, and we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away, and he puts it away. And then volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Jumped on by Lawrence Ford, and they'll score on it. My goodness. Give it to him. Bolt through the lane, and he ducks him. Oh, my goodness.
Back at the home of the Hickory Huskers and Coach Norman Dale, Rob Brown and Pete Smith with you. Today's game brought to us by the M&M Body Shop, family owned since 1983 on Main Street in Brownsburg. M&M Body Shop offers full service collision repair with a lifetime guarantee on their craftsmanship. Call them when you need them at 317-852-6347. And the M&M Body Shop would like to congratulate Noah Smith of Plainfield on representing the Quakers in today's game. Also, want to let everyone know that the 40th anniversary celebration banquet of the movie Hoosiers that was released 40 years ago this coming November. That's 40th anniversary celebration will take place here on September 26th at 5 o'clock. Several folks associated with the film will be in attendance, as well as former Milan High School players in which the movie was based. Sponsor a table for six at $400, or individual tickets are $75 each. Friday night, free movie night as well. Visit the website, HoosierGym.com, for more details. Well, our guy Pete Smith is back
partner.
from a recon mission at the scorer's table to get our scoring totals figured out.
Do I have time for the halftime scoring real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Keaton Aldridge leads the way with Hickory with 21 points. Next would be Dane Caldwell with 8. Evan Harrell has 7. Luke Ertl, Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana, has 3. Blake Neal has 2. Brennan Miller has 4. And Baron Walker, 1 of 2 at the line. And then they had 2 points for the honorary basket.
There you go.
Made
Yeah.
it both
there
ends.
we go. There's the 2 points I'm short. There we go. Now we're good.
On the Terhune side, real quick, Dikembe Shaw and Mason Darrell, both from Crown Point, both leaders for Terhune in scoring with 9 apiece. Kai McGrew had 8. Brady Klopfenstein and Drew Hafner had 6. Corbin Hamill had 4. Brady Scholl had 2. Noah Smith hit a 3. Landon Richmond from Columbia City had 2. And then we had the 2 honorary points scored for our guy from Noblesville, Justin Curry.
Yep.
So that's where it adds up. 57-51. Terhune Tigers in the lead over Hickory.
And Terhune will have the basketball. Great crew working with us today, headed up by our director, Vince Morellis. Dennis Glover, Sean Walker, Eldon Wheeler, Carlos Alarkin IV, and Sierra Borkowski. And Luke Ertl steals the inbounds to start the second half and scores.
I wouldn't call it a steal, more of like a, oh my gosh, if you don't want it, I'll take it. Just miscommunication on the inbounds pass. In an all-star game, we've got a hold on the cut there by Baron Walker. Baseline cut. He held Drew Hafner of Terhune.
Hickory has its original starters on the floor. Baron Walker, Luke Ertl, Nick Shrewsbury, Brendan Miller, and Dane Caldwell. Different group of 5 starts the, different combination of 5, I should say. Starts the second half for Terhune. Brady Scholl, Terrence Hayes Jr., who tees up the jumper off the glass. Out there with Brady Klopfenstein, Drew Hafner, and Dikembe Shaw. Miller picks up the loose pass and lays it in.
Great pass by Ertl. Just knew that Miller was going to make that cut. Brennan now with 6 points.
Shaw into the traffic, lost the handle. Shrewsbury pushing up the floor, waits, hangs, and missed the shot. But shoots it twice, will Nick Shrewsbury.
Walker with the deflection there to cause the steal. Shrewsbury goes up, uses the space right there. Contact on the free throw, shoot a pair.
Shrewsbury, one of 3 state champions playing on this Hickory squad, was on the South Bend St. Joe team that won 3A 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Or last year, I should say, 2025.
Well, yeah, second year.
2 seasons ago, splits the pair, and Scholl has the rebound.
Scholl's done a great job rebounding this contest, only has the lone basket.
And Caldwell broke up the pass intended for the back-cutting Scholl.
For a second there, I thought he was going to get his second field goal, but Brady Scholl, just an outstanding rebounder. What a great catch for Indiana Wesleyan. Got him to commit early, and he has stayed true to his decision to play for Greg Tonigal.
Klopfenstein in the corner. Cut off at the block by Shrewsbury. Jump hook is short. And Ertl looking up the floor the other way. Fires in the corner. Extra pass to Caldwell for 3.
I think he thought about it a little bit too long there. Nice hands, though, by Miller for the steal.
Miller picked it away. Shrewsbury hanging and finishing. My partner called that earlier in the game that Shrewsbury would get at least 1 dunk.
And at the other end,
Scholl gets one at the other end.
Scholl runs the floor, maybe didn't get back defensively enough to help defensively and gets an easy dunk there.
Terrence Hayes Jr. steals the pass. 3 for the tie is short. Caldwell lost it, controlled it, and too much passing in deep by the Huskers. Gets it back to Terhune, down 3.
Well, Drew thought about it. Drew's got great range.
Hafner out top, hits with a hand in his face. Drew Hafner, who had 6 in the second quarter, ties the game. Miller, offensive rebounding, and Scholl recovers, blocks the shot.
Scholl's got great timing as a shot blocker. Got to do several Northridge games for Scott Radiker over the season, including when they won that Kokomo Holiday Tournament. He's a great rim protector and blocks shots without fouling.
And Terrence Hayes Jr. grabs the rebound and puts it in. So Terhune has the lead stretched to 6, or 8 rather, excuse me. Jumper around and out, rebounded by Shaw. 5 new faces on the floor for Hickory.
Neal guarding Shaw there.
Shaw turnarounds and a foul called.
This is what you needed so you can get everybody caught up on the lineups here, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. So new 5 on the floor for Hickory. Actually, Ertl stays on, playing with Aldridge, Neal, Goff, and Miller stays on as well. Shaw hits the first free throw. Second double-figure scorer for Terhune, joining Hayes there, who both have 10. Shaw with 11.
5 of 6 at the line now for Shaw.
(68-58). Errant pass out of bounds. Terhune has led throughout. Hayes puts it up and hits. Hayes was 7 in the quarter.
13 in the game. Oh, yep, he's got to get rid of that basketball.
Yep. Travel called on Miller.
Yep. Liked everything till he got to the point where he couldn't get the shot off. He made a nice move, got into some traffic. Big, strong kid, can probably score it, but he's got to get rid of that basketball.
Aldridge plays Hayes on the switch. Cross-court pass to Klopfenstein for 3. Just off the mark, and Aldridge going the other way. Ertl feeds it back to an open Goff, who missed the 3.
So we're already shooting more threes the second half.
Yeah, in the first half combined.
I think we talked too much about it.
Scholl bodied on the baseline by Aldridge.
Hayes thought about it.
Shaw open. 3 skips off the rim.
Oh, stolen. Oh, Hayes just about got it there. Aldridge telegraphed that a little bit, and just for a second, I thought Braden Goff was going to be able to steal the ball. Goff headed to Marion University after a really nice career playing for Northview. Any idea, is that Alan Goff's son? Played against me when he played at Terre Haute North, do you know?
Might be, I don't know.
I should do my homework a little bit better, but no, he's an outstanding player.
Harrell's back in, as is Walker and Caldwell, and Gavin Keller for Hickory. Turnaround shot by Caldwell.
That's a tough shot. He's in double figures now with 10, Dane Caldwell.
Hayes misses the 3. Caldwell with a behind-the-back save to Walker. Cognizant of the short sideline room was Caldwell.
Nice look.
Good jump off by Walker, and Scholl, another block shot. Second of the quarter for Brady Scholl. Shaw the other way. Turnaround, rims out. Harrell, 3, right side, no good. Tapped up, off the rim by Walker. Almost got an acrobatic finish. Shaw gives to Scholl, cutting, lays it in, and a foul. Brady Scholl.
I mentioned earlier, Rob, how well Aldridge uses his right hand. Scholl, the same situation. Just leans in with that right hand, uses it very well there, and gets the basket.
Hamill, Darrell, Richmond, and Smith are back in for Terhune. Scholl's free throw is good, and
three-pointer
now
play
Scholl will check out, replaced by Kai McGrew. Well, Hickory had cut it to 3.
Yes.
And now it's back to 14. Oh. Caldwell driving on McGrew and finishing. Dane Caldwell showing all sorts of skills. Jump shooting, deep shooting.
Ability, yeah. Potential.
Finishing at the rim. McGrew hits a 3. Wow, that was deep 3 by Kai McGrew.
I remember wincing when I saw him shoot threes when he was a sophomore, but not anymore. Looks very confident in it, good shooter.
McGrew's into double figures with 11. Caldwell out front, no good. Mason Darrell quickly into the forecourt. McGrew, another one, same spot. That one,
I did wince that one. I did wince on that one. That was a heat check one.
Aldridge bulldogging his way to the rim, spun it off the front, put back no good by Keller, and Caldwell comes away with it. Man. Caldwell stumbling through the lane, a little too much contact by Landon Richmond and a foul.
You know, he's pretty thin. I mean, I'll be excited to see Chris Moody and his strength coach put some weight on him, but he doesn't back down for being thin. He really fought hard. I thought he even kind of pushed off there, getting that loose ball that could have been called for a foul. But all that being said, he really battles.
3:38 to go here in the third. Wait to get the floor mopped up.
Yeah, it's a nice day if you're not here in Indiana right now watching it remote. About 75 degrees outside.
Very nice.
Beautiful being here in Knightstown, Indiana.
Ed Martin Automotive Group sponsoring today's game. Congratulating Kai McGrew of Fishers and Brennan Miller of Lawrence North for being part of today's Hoosier Gym Classic. When it comes to your next car, Ed Martin is the only name you need to know. Find out more at edmartin.com. Mike Ward having a chit-chat with Ken Benson on the baseline. Ertl. Lost it on the way up.
Mason Darrell shoved him. The official in the corner couldn't see it where Ertl was going to him, but the back official there made the call.
Ertl sends it backcourt to Braden Goff. Shrewsbury will take that shot. And the rebound tap to Goff. Caldwell another try. That one kicks over the top and out of bounds. Darrell lost the handle as Ertl took it away. Bounce to Shrewsbury. Fouled at the rim. And Shrewsbury will shoot 2. Second trip to the line for Shrewsbury in the quarter.
There's the feed. There's the rake right across the top there.
Shrewsbury scored over 1,000 points at South Bend St. Joe. That was in just 3 seasons, Pete.
It was,
as he played his freshman year at a high school, at State College High School in Pennsylvania, while his dad, Micah, was the head coach at Penn State.
Yeah, good catch there. You're exactly right. Knocks down both free throws.
1,000 points in 3 years is quite an accomplishment.
It is.
Hamill. Smith from outside.
Smooth as silk. I'll be excited to follow his career. He just kind of lets the game come to him. He's got 2 threes in the contest for 6 points.
Ertl.
Short.
Turnaround shot. Good hustle. Oh, by Neal. I thought Neal had a good save there, but stepped on the baseline. did Neil, before he made his move. 80-64 our score. Terhune up 16. Hamill down the lane, explodes to the rim and finishes.
Used his body really well there to protect any kind of shot blocking from his defender.
We talked about Hamill being uncommitted, as Ertl has an easy avenue, but lost it on the way up. Some school is going to get a incredibly versatile player in Hamill.
Yeah, as you saw there, he can create his own shot with the step back jumper. I know he didn't make that one, but may have been slick too, as you take a look at him wiping perspiration off his hands, but he creates his own shot really, really well. He kind of got caught in a trap. He was kind of a point guard, kind of a two guard this year, and he had to do both roles as well as he could for a Tigers team that sometimes had trouble scoring if he wasn't in Drew Schaus's first year at Kokomo. See what we got here.
Well, Terhune is over the foul limit.
Oh.
We are actually going to, like, keep rules and things. You know, this is an all-star game, but
okay.
There are rules, as they said in the Big Lebowski.
You know, Braden Goff gets a chance to score. I say that. One of the he's the only player that has not scored in the contest. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
I mean, even Jashawn Ladd scored. So they gave him the complimentary bucket before the game, and Goff makes the first one. Be playing for Steve Draben Jr., the new head coach at Marian University. I know he's thrilled to have Braden Goff getting there. Being a Bethel grad, I want to wish Steve the best of luck. He did a great job with the Pilots, and is coming back closer to home, down to Indianapolis to take over the Knights head coaching job.
It's a great hire for Marion.
Oh my gosh, super hire.
Darrell look away past to Hamill, got into traffic. Now McGrew will take a shot at the dunk and threw it off the back of the rim and over the backboard.
I'm snickering, Rob, because and Greg Rakestraw and I did a lot of their games also. I've seen him miss a lot of dunks over the years because he plays fearlessly. If he thinks he's close to being able to dunk it, he doesn't even think about it. He just goes up and tries to do it.
Smith has the rebound. Shot blocked by Brennan Miller.
It's probably Noah Smith's next level of getting better, I believe. Didn't use his left hand on that offensive rebound. In high school, he could jump over most of the players that they played against, but he's going to be facing Brennan Millers every night that are good rim protectors, and they can go up and just block those shots. So he's going to have to use both hands better. Noah is predominantly a right-handed player. Had a great, great senior year. Those Plainfield Quakers for Andy Weaver this year just had a wonderful year. Congratulations to Andy on his retirement, and Gavin Groninger will be the new coach of the Quakers, his alma mater.
Saw this week that Gavin Groninger brought his old head coach, Dana Green, with him from Mooresville.
Yeah. I think Dana had been coaching with him at Mooresville, hadn't he?
He had been, yeah.
Yeah, so both kind of back home, per se. Dana Green influenced a lot of people's lives in Plainfield. I know my former assistant, Mark Galloway, played for him at Plainfield, and I thought the world of Dana Green. Spoke so highly of him.
Inbound to Smith. Turnaround shot is good. Noah Smith with 5 in the quarter and 8 in the game.
There's still plenty of time. 16 points in an all-star game. You can give evidence of that in their girls' game here, but if Hickory comes down and doesn't get shots up, they can't come back in this game.
Mason Darrell ran out of room. Miller dumps to Shrewsbury in the paint. Smith got a piece of that. Aldridge has the rebound, spins back to the rim and scores on the reverse.
23 in the game, only his 2 points. 2 points this quarter.
Walker shovels to Shrewsbury, who backs to the three-point line.
Uh-oh.
Now Aldridge steamrolling his way down the rim. McGrew got a piece of that shot. Darrell behind the back.
Oh.
McGrew lost it on the way up. There to finish, though, and lay it in is Landon Richmond. Getting a little sloppy here as we close out the quarter.
Well, I'm going to blame the ball a little bit, too. I think it's trying to get pretty warm in here. It's nice reverse basket there by the Baron Walker.
Corbin Hamill Goes right into the chest of Harrell and draws the foul with 8 seconds to go.
But yes, you're right. It is getting a little sloppy here this third quarter. When the spread gets to be like 14 or 16, sometimes you get unfocused in an all-star game. You start thinking, okay, am I nearing double figures? You know, I've been the leading scorer in my team for the last 2 or 3 years, most likely, a lot of these guys. Hamill misses the first. But I bet you Luke Ertl has some fire here in this fourth quarter, because usually the teams that Luke plays on wins. So we'll see if he can get his team back in here, our 2026 Mr. Basketball.
Hamill splits the pair. 87-72. Still time for Aldridge. Shot blocked by Richmond. Miller draws the foul with 0.8 of a second to go on the pump fake.
Real heady play there by Brennan Miller. Noah knew that when he left his feet, he was in trouble. As long as that offensive player doesn't go into you, stays vertical, they're going to draw the foul. The officials would tell you if you go into him, then it's fair game, because you're going into the player, whether his feet or whether he left his feet or not in the air there, as Miller knocks down the first one.
Miller 3 for 3 from the line, all here in the quarter.
How about the cheerleaders down there in the corner getting ready to come out
in
between the quarter break and do a little cheer?
In their like period garb, yes.
Good old days.
Darrell with the heave off the backboard and no good. So Terhune stretches out its lead, outscoring Hickory in the quarter 30-23. And it's a 13-point lead, 87-74, as we head to the final 10 minutes. We'll have that next right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
NiStar is very focused on customer and member care, focused on making sure that however we communicate with the member and customer is how they want to communicate.
You know, sometimes we're the one person that they speak to in a day, and you want that conversation to be happy and pleasant.
As a nonprofit co-op, we're focused on providing the best service we can for our members.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Now back at the historic Hoosier Gym. Head to the final quarter, and officials trying to figure out where the possession arrow should be.
I can tell you whose ball it should be. It should be unless there was a jump ball, it should be Hickory's, because Luke Ertl stole the errant inbounds pass. It was Terhune's ball, but Ertl stole it and scored. I don't remember any jump balls in that third quarter. Yep, they got it right.
So Hickory with the ball.
Yep. And they've got a different score than Sean Walker and the rest of us ISC team have right now on the board, but see if that gets corrected a little bit.
Caldwell down the lane, put it up and in. So our correct score with the Caldwell layup, 86-77. Caldwell had it knocked free, and Scholes got it. Woo. Shaw, long three off the mark, but the long rebound caroms out to Hafner. Scholes stripped on the way up. And
boy, finally, he deserved to get the foul the first time. I could just tell by the reaction of all his teammates on that baseline that he was kind of raked. But the ball came back to him because he just stuck with the play. Came off the official there, who was in bounds. And
Scholl
there you
shoots
have it.
two.
Yep. Or who's considered in bounds, excuse me.
Yeah.
Considered in bounds, and Scholl hits the first to two.
Second one, no good. 87-77. Campbell the offense, or Caldwell the offensive rebound rather. Got his own miss back. And now they'll reset it. Three-pointer short by Neal. Aldridge down the baseline. And Hafner's got it. Drift to the three-point line, missed it long. Aldridge picks it up to Neal. Goff trailing three, got it.
5.5 for Braden Goff now.
87-80 our score.
We think.
Shaw draws a foul on Caldwell.
I think the situation we're talking about, if you're just joining us, was that we thought a free throw got put up for Hickory, and they gave it to Terhune. Is that right? That's the way I had it down in my notes here.
Yes.
As Shaw misses the first of two.
That is correct.
So our scoreboard inside our gymnasium is a little bit different than what we've got. If you do get a chance to take a quick glance at it, we're going to go what we've got, 88-80 in favor of Terhune, and see if they get it corrected here in this last quarter.
I'm guessing no. Aldridge to the basket, scores. Keaton Aldridge leading all scorers with 25.
Hafner got too far in that corner. No one came to help him out, so he had to make a long pass. Hayes on the foul. Caldwell doing a good job of stealing that pass. He was just right in the right place, and he's going to take a break here. Gabe Rose, one of the, no, that's actually, I'm sorry, that's Drew Fountain.
Yeah,
there.
Drew Fountain.
Yeah. I glanced down just to see, and it was Drew Fountain there. In charge of probably the lineups. Who's playing who?
Ertl kicks it over to Harrell for three. And it's a three-point game.
Evan Harrell now double digits scoring-wise with 10.
Spinning to the rim is Hayes. A lot of congestion at the rim. Ertl pull-up three, short. Rebound Miller.
Oh.
And Hayes anticipates and steals. All the way to the bucket. Terrence Hayes Jr. with 15.
Really like Terrence Hayes Jr. Committed to Missouri State, but decommitted. He's going to wait and see, roll the dice, and see what happens. For some reason, just didn't want to stay at Missouri State.
Oh, Miller tried to dunk it on Shaw. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Hickory. My goodness. Let's set the lineups for you as Terhune sends in a new five. Darrell, Richmond, McGrew, Smith, and Hamill. Ertl, Goff, Miller, Aldridge, and Harrell, the five on the floor for Hickory. Ertl spins into the lane. Ooh, Miller's put back is no good, but Miller fouled in the congestion. Will shoot two.
Yeah, Smith's body just kind of took him out on that offensive putback that Brendan was going for.
First one good for Brennan Miller. Take your shot in Henry County. Basketball destinations and so much more. Find out more when you log on to hoopsinhenry.com.
Brennan in double figures now.
6 for 6 from the line is Miller. 90-87. McGrew spins, missed the shot, fouled. Tossed to the floor is McGrew.
These guys have played a lot of basketball against each other these last 3 years. Kai McGrew, Evan Harrell had some epic matchups. Of course, Carmel getting the better of Fishers in that sectional championship game this year. And there again, the biggest, I mean, one of the biggest, if not the biggest attribute of his game he's improved on his free throw shooting. So much better now.
Miller jumper straight away, had to arc it a little bit more to get it over Smith. Aldridge gets a feed inside from Goff. Drew the foul at the rim, did Aldridge. And he'll shoot 2.
So lack of a block out there by Noah Smith. Did a good job of contesting Brendan Miller's first shot, but he started leaking down the floor and didn't get the rebound and gave Hickory another opportunity. And Hickory's climbing back in this game, Rob. Got down, what, 16 in late in that third quarter?
Late
14 or
16 late third. Aldridge coaxes home both free throws, has 27, does Aldridge. It's a 3-point game. Hamill drive and leave it. Ball swung to the open man. Smith at the top for 3.
Great stroke. Noah Smith's got a great stroke for 3. So versatile at 6'8", 6'9" there.
Miller over to Aldridge. Aldridge takes Darrell right to the rim and scores. Smith twisting, missed the shot.
Again, needs to use that left hand there. Just get better using his left. He's not had to use it in high school because of his size. Multiple substitutions for Hickory, trying to keep fresh here as they've gotten back into the game with that last group that just left. Aldridge.
Yeah, Miller stays on. Miller stays on the floor for Hickory. Neal's back in, as is Shrewsbury, Caldwell, and Keller. 5:56 to go, 95-91 the score. Caldwell had it poked free, got it back. Miller backing in on Smith, splits the double team, nope, travel.
He stepped through about as far as he could, and then he took that one extra more step. I liked what he was trying to do, but he took one extra step there in the final motion. The 2 great kids there, Smith and Miller, joking with Mike Ward there, the official. It's a tough place to throw it right underneath the basket because it's so close to where the official has his best view and he sees he's on the line. With a 3, Hickory could make this a 1-possession game.
Shrewsbury, fouled by Mason Darrell. Mason Darrell is incredulous.
Ooh.
Darrell thought he was pushed out of bounds on the previous turnover.
Been a rough couple seconds there.
Yeah, it's a rough sequence for Mason Darrell. Shrewsbury shoots 2. First one, no good.
Up on top of the stage here, you see Coach Scott McClellan along with Bruce helped. Bruce did a lot in setting up the game and picking the players here. He evaluated them all year. He's in the blue shirt next to Coach McClellan in his Noblesville gold.
95-92, it's a 3-point game.
Little 1-2-2 full
Darrell
court pressure.
diagonal pass to Hamill, who faked Neal off his feet, did Hamill, and drew the foul.
Interesting, an all-star game where you haven't had any practices to my knowledge. Maybe they did get together Friday night, but if you can get a group together that say that you tell, hey, we're going to do a 1-2-2 press. Brendan Miller says, I did that for Coach Giffen at Lawrence North all through high school. I can play that point. And they try at that time, and it's at least going to get them back at least 1 point with a defensive rebound as Hamill misses the first.
How many times over the course of 4 years did we see Brendan Miller not only run the point of that press, but guard point guards out front when he had to?
Yeah, such a versatile player. Now he's playing point guard. He didn't play point in high school. He had Cameron Webster to play, who's on an Indiana All-Star squad this year. He's not playing in this game, but congratulations, Cam, on a really nice senior year, good junior year, and a spot with the Indiana All-Stars this year. Good pass.
And, oh my, Landon Richmond skying for the dunk.
Good pass, a good flush. Richmond headed to Huntington University to play for the Forces next year.
Neal for 3 hits. Blake Neal, the 3 in the corner. It's back to a 3-point game halfway through this final quarter. New faces in the lineup for Terhune. New 5 on the floor. Hayes, Shaw, Klopfenstein, Scholl, and Hafner.
You know, not a lot of timeouts called in this game. You know, in an all-star game, it's not like you can say, hey, what did we work on in practice? Let's run this set. Because they just haven't done it. So you just got to live on the abilities. And Hafner, with a 3.
They doubled off of Hafner to pressure Hayes, and Hafner made him pay. Shaw lost the handle. Knocked it out of bounds by Miller. Shaw's got a Band-Aid right above his lip.
Straight man-to-man here. Let's see if they, nope, they're not going to run jump it here. Not going to jump the ball handler.
Hayes inside. Shrewsbury got a piece of the shot. And Caldwell outlets it ahead.
Short.
3 on the wing is short. Right to Miller on the rebound. Scholl got a piece of the putback and has the board. Shaw, 3 out front.
It's going to be Hickory ball. Substitutions back in. Luke Ertl back in. He's going to bring the ball up with Hayes guarding him.
Caldwell lost it on the way up. And that's Terhune basketball. Caldwell invoked what Don Nelson once called the pro groan, where you yell at the rim to get the whistle. It did not work.
Yeah, a little bump in his head, as you can tell his reaction there also.
Shaw traveled with it. In the blue. Goff thought about a deep 3. Walker to try one that's short. Ertl tees it up, no good.
Short all day. Luke Ertl's shots has just been short all day.
Terrence Hayes Jr. gives to Scholl, running the rim, lays it in.
But I tell you, Scholl not putting up big numbers. I got him at 9 now, but he's blocked a half dozen shots at least. There he contests that shot that Caldwell misses the layup.
Shaw had it knocked free.
Should stay Terhune ball.
Yeah, Hayes Jr. came right out of his shoes.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Good look at Braden Goff. Plenty of time.
Ertl right at Scholl for the finish.
This is Ertl time again. I know I've said that earlier, but he doesn't usually lose the team that he's on. Let's see if he can make a difference here.
Scholl to the rim.
Love how Scholl's running the floor and playing now. He's in double figures.
Caldwell spins and scores. Wow, what a move. I don't think any player in this game has made me say wow more than Dane Caldwell. And Hayes turns it over.
Ooh, dribbled out of bounds.
Lost the depth perception on the sideline, which is easy to do in this gym. Not a lot of room over there. Yep,
right there, yeah. Correct call.
Ertl high off the glass. Whoa, my. 4-point game. Shaw fouled on the way to the goal. And that should be foul number 5 on Hickory, which means
Yeah, the scoreboard just clicked it in there. 5th foul, so we're shooting 2-shot fouls as Terhune looks like they're going to make a last substitution here and see if they can hold on to the lead as you take a look at Drew Schaus.
So Shaw shoots 2, first one up and in. Coca-Cola of Kokomo, proud to congratulate Corbin Hamill, who's just checking back in, of Kokomo for representing his school and community in today's Hoosier Gym Classic, just as Coca-Cola and Kokomo is proud to keep Corbin's classmates hydrated in the classroom and his teammates hydrated on the court. Find out more at cckokomo.com. Ertl through the lane, missed the layup.
Oh, long pass to the 10-second line.
Hamill dumps it off to Smith, who lays it in.
Great choice there by Corbin Hamill. Baron Walker slipped on the floor. That's our delay right now. You know, it's tough when those benches are on the baseline. The guys are sitting there, and then they get up to cheer while they're sweating, while they're perspiring there.
So Hickory making some subs as well. Set the lineups for you with 2:06 left. Miller, Ertl, Aldridge is back in. Shrewsbury and Walker. Terhune with, as Ertl's 3 is no good. McGrew's got the rebound. McGrew, Darrell, Hamill, Richmond, and Smith, the 5 on the floor for Terhune. Hamill's in the lane, and he traveled. 6 Terhune players in double figures. 3 in double figures for Hickory. Ertl in the paint, inside 100 seconds to go in this one. Walker dribbles into an open 3.
Good possession there. Both Aldridge and Ertl had chances to shoot contested shots. They got the open one by Walker. Here comes the trap in the 1-2-2.
Smith back out to Hamill. Mason Darrell in the lane, back out to McGrew.
You know, they're in the bonus, so they can just be patient if they don't get a layup. There's the layup they're looking for.
Richmond gets the layup.
Yeah.
111, 1404, a minute to go. Miller gets an easy one.
That's off his leg.
Darrell lost the handle.
Yeah, Darrell thought there was some contact there, but it clearly was off his leg if they didn't call a foul. There was not a foul. So Hickory's right in this.
It's a 5-point game.
Hanging in there.
Ertl got it. Oh, oh boy. Darrell gets it into McGrew, who's wrapped up by Shrewsbury. So the lead is 2. 111-109. McGrew shoots 2 with 41 seconds to go.
And not a bad foul there, Rob, not a bad foul. McGrew shot a lot and is a much better free throw shooter he's been in the past. He's knocked him down in this game, but stops the clock, get a quick break. McGrew knocks down the first. Sometimes you're trading a 3 for 2, too, sometimes, so, in this situation.
Splits the pair. 112-109. 3 is no good by Ertl and out of bounds.
Probably didn't need to take it quite that deep, but how do you ever doubt a guy that's had the career that he's had in high school taking that shot? Trying to draw a foul. Hickory's not falling for it.
Cross-court pass out to Hamill, who shoots the open 3 and hits. That may about do it.
That's the nail in the coffin there, Corbin Hamill. Short.
Walker's pull-up is short. Walker gets it back. Ertl tries a three and an out. Shrewsbury's three's off the side of the glass. And now errant pass to the corner, and that'll do it. So Corbin Hamill's three puts this one in the cooler for Terhune, who wins this one 115 to 109. Crowd on their feet gives both teams a standing ovation.
Well, this has been a great senior class we've had in the state of Indiana, and we got to see almost all the great ones. We had 20 of the best seniors in the state here. As you mentioned in the pregame, all but two of them, or I should say the Indiana All-Star team, has everyone that played in this game except two young men that did not play in it. So you saw the best of the best here.
And there's our player of the game, Terrence Hayes Jr., number 10 for Terhune out of Gary 21st Century. Leading scorer for this Terhune team today with 15.
Well, this was the first bucket in the game. He just looked like he wanted to try to score the whole game every time he got in there. Not one of the Indiana All-Stars, and the region feels a little snubbed, I think, because of that. But there were some great guards, and Terrence Hayes showed that he can play today in our classic here.
Led 7 Terhune players in double figures with 15 points. Our blue-collar player of the game, sponsored by Boilermakers 374. Become a Union Boilermaker and be on your way to a great career. Find out more when you log on to local374.org. We should also mention Keaton Aldridge of Cathedral led all scorers. He had a game-high 29 for the Hickory side. Pete, some final thoughts on today's action.
It was a good all-star game. Neither team shot the ball as well as they did maybe in the girls' game, which we had an outstanding girls' game, a great finish. Great comeback by Terhune, but they couldn't hold on. But some good passing. Overall, not selfish play. And no one really stood out. The Terrence Hayes selection is player of the game. That could have went to some other guys on this Terhune squad also. But Hayes got him off to a great start and helped build that lead.
Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank our great crew. Vince Morellis, our director. As there you see Luke Ertl talking with Kent Benson. Vince Morellis working alongside Dennis Glover, Sean Walker, Eldon Wheeler, Carlos Alarcon IV, and Sierra Bukowski. I'm Rob Brown. On behalf of our entire crew, thank you so much for watching. So long again. Until next time.